Okay, this is going to be a test run to start doing quite a few short little videos on showing you guys just how cool this little fucker is. It's a 3D printer, as you probably gathered from my other video. I'm going to start doing a lot of short ones like this because this particular project I'm working on only takes about 5 minutes to complete, so this will make a good demonstration video on the laser part of this. I've gotten to a point where all the pieces that I'm going to start doing are going to have my signature on the back burned in with a laser. So it's not really my signature, kind of a logo branding type thing anyway. But I've already here's a piece that I'm working on for my niece. Just kind of a plaque thing, and it's a lot like this one. This is for a different guy, a friend of mine. And on the back, I'm going to start putting this little thing right here burned in with the laser. It's probably about a little more than about 1.5 millimeters burned in deep. So when I go back and sand it off and put a finish on it, it'll stand out a lot better. You'll be able to read it a lot better. It's pretty blurry right now, but once I sand it down, it'll stand out like a sore thumb. Let's put this over here. And since I've already done it, setting it up to do another one is pretty simple, and I'll just give you a quick demonstration on how that works. Because I do a lot of long pieces, when I first got this enclosure all put together and everything, it's really cool. Right now it's broken. I had the main part on the outside over on that side of the table there for a long time, because I do a lot of pieces that are longer than the table, and it moves back and forth and this way, and you know, I had a long piece on there one time, and I had that thing closed up, and I forgot, and the thing ran through the door and broke the door, so I got to repair this door. And also, when I moved it back into the inside, I hooked the cables up wrong and blew out the little control unit that controls the lights and the fan for this enclosure. I haven't gotten it fixed yet. I'm trying to do it on my own because I can't seem to find a replacement part on the site that handles the accessories and stuff. So anyway, but I'll just go ahead and set the thing up and just let it run and film the whole thing for you. So there'll be some music playing in the background, but once I get it started, I'll stand behind the camera there and kind of talk about it maybe a little bit, and there'll be music playing in the background, so let's just go ahead and do it. And once I get the enclosure fixed, I won't need this light. I mean, it's got a row of LEDs on each side that just light it up perfect. But alright, so we're going to do a hunting. Yeah, when I first started learning how to use this thing, when I was doing the CNC carving, it's got another unit that you put on the arm there that does CNC, you know, it does, these are like router bits, drill bits, you know, things like that, and make holes in carvings and stuff, you know. And the next video that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this piece here, and what this does, I'll set it up on that platform there, and I can have another axis where it rotates this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece Let me see, I just had one here. It's going to be a lot like this. And on each end of the long piece, I'm going to make a handle grip, like you would use for a baton or something. You know, it's going to be a round handle grip because I'm going to use it for something else on a different project that I'm working on. But I need about, I don't know, 7 or 8 of them with handles on each end. But that's going to be pretty cool. I'll give you a video on that one too. Okay, this thing's about ready to go here. So, since I've already done a couple of them, it's going to be easy to set up. Normally, the first time you set one up, you got to be real careful that you don't run into things like these posts sitting up here. This arm can cause a lot of damage if you're not careful. That's why I invested in this little emergency stop switch. If I push this button right here, everything stops immediately. You know. Now, the point I was trying to make about the CNC carving is, when I first started learning how to use it, I don't know, I broke probably 7 or 8 tips of the bits because they were running into things and going too far into the wood piece, and it was a disaster learning how to use that sucker. So I'm real careful when I set one up for the first time. But this one's going to be easy here. Okay, so when it gets to this, you can put the board anywhere on there you want, but once it gets to that distance right there is perfect for what I want to do. All you got to do is just move it enough to where when it puts it on there, it's in the right where you want it. You just move it around a little bit. And this little screen right here, I'll tell you, this thing, the way it works is just amazing. The craftsmanship and everything. And this is just one of the first models that when I have the financial resources, I'm going to get another one, put it over there, and it's going to be a more advanced model, and they're amazing. Now, once you get it where you want it, you just hit this button here, and then this other button over here will show you what the perimeter of the area where it's going to be doing the cutting is. And it's just a kind of a double check thing. Okay, we're ready to start. I'm gonna fire it up and let her go. I'm going to do a close-up of the control screen there, so bear with me a second. Back off a little. Well, I'm going to leave y'all until it finishes and step into the other room for a minute. I had a smoke all set up here. And that laser unit right there, also financially, when I'm able, I'm going to upgrade that particular model of laser. That one right there is 1500 or 1600 milliwatts. The newer, the upgraded version of that one is, let me see, what was it? It's either 20 or 40 full watts, I believe. It's pretty strong. It'll cut right through several, pretty deep into even some metal. But anyway, financing is the problem at the moment. But I've got a lot of projects and ideas that I'm going to start making a lot of cool stuff. So we'll see. I haven't even done any 3D printing with it yet. I've been working mostly with plaques and things and the CNC carving and the laser etching. Learning how to do that really cool. I mean, that's enough for now. The 3D printing can't cause, well, I've been keeping track of other people that bought these things on their site, and there's a lot of people that having a lot of problems with that 3D printing part. So I want to make sure that first time I try it, I know what the hell I'm doing.
Receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. Let's see you alone. Terms apply. Contract is subject to change. See capitalone.com for details. With your choice of select sandwich, nuts, fries, and drink, Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is your go-to. Your nugget, your hot and crispy fried corn, just like us. We're like the bag boys. What's bag boys? Bag boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bring me your food. For a deal you can count on, get all Biggie and choose life. Choose Wendy's. Bag boys, bag boys.
Here's great news. You can